Hey there, Trailblazers. I hope you guys are all doing well. So today I have some new information to share with you guys related to the new characters and content coming to HSR in the upcoming updates. This includes new gameplay info related to the character CYRENE, full early kit details related to PHAINON, and also how many total free pulls you'll be able to earn in the next update. But before we begin, let me just give you guys a quick disclaimer that a lot of the information presented in this video is taken from various different sources and can be subject to change at any point in time. With that out of the way, let's begin without wasting any more of your time. Okay, let's first start by going over the new gameplay details that we got related to CYRENE. So, according to some recent information from a very reliable source, who stated that the playable version for CYRENE will use the tall girl or made body type similar to characters like March 7th and May. Furthermore, during gameplay, she'll also have the ability to switch between two forms. And these two forms are said to incorporate some similar design elements from both Alicia and her Hershers of Human Ego transformation from Honkai Impact 3rd. Which, not gonna lie, would be a pretty sick concept if you could freely switch between CYRENE's normal and Hershers of Human Ego form through either her ultimate or skill during combat. Which would essentially make her two different characters combined into a single unit. Additionally, some of CYRENE's art assets are also said to include a different realm. And the background of her main splash art is said to be part of that realm, which likely implies that when using CYRENE's major abilities, such as her ultimate for example, she'll likely be able to create a domain expansion similar to the ultimate from her Hershers of Human Ego counterpart in Honkai Impact 3rd, which would be pretty amazing if this is actually true, because Hershers of Human Ego's domain expansion was personally one of my favorite ultimates in Honkai Impact. And having such similar ultimate animations in CYRENE's kit would pretty much make her a must-pull for me. So that's basically all of the current info we got for CYRENE. Next, let's now move over to the early kit details we got related to PHAINON, starting with his basic attack, which simply deals physical damage equal to a percentage of PHAINON's attack to a single enemy, and he then gains 1 point of memory. Next is PHAINON's skill, which deals physical damage equal to a percentage of PHAINON's attack to one enemy, and physical damage equal to a percentage of his attack to adjacent targets, which then grants him 2 points of memory. And thirdly, there is the technique, which increases the max technique by 3 when PHAINON is in the team. And activating it uses up 2 technique points to instant kill all normal enemies within range. Furthermore, when entering a battle with an elite enemy, all allies recover a certain amount of energy. And when entering the territory for the first time, PHAINON gains 2 additional marks of ruin. Moving over to the main meat of PHAINON's kit, which is of course none other than his talent. His talent states that when another ally targets PHAINON with their ability and inflicts a buff on him, PHAINON then gains 1 point of memory. Additionally, being hit by an enemy also gives PHAINON 1 point of memory. Memory can be stacked up to 15 points in total. And when gaining memory, PHAINON's crit damage increases by a percentage, which lasts for about 2 turns. And when memory reaches 12 points, PHAINON is then able to use his ultimate. As for the ultimate itself, using it consumes 12 points of memory, causing PHAINON to transform into his second form while also creating the territory called the Cronus Ruin Iron Tomb. And additionally grants PHAINON 4 stacks of ruin. During the transformed state, PHAINON gains 3 new enhanced abilities and additionally gains the following effects. He first causes all allies to leave the field and is unable to gain additional memory stacks, and gains self-buffs such as crowd control immunity, attack percent increase, HP percent increase, and damage reduction. Additionally, all self-buffs are extended by 1 turn, and all skills deal extra toughness reduction. Furthermore, while the territory from the ultimate is active, all enemies gain a physical weakness. Speed for all allies increases by a percentage for 1 turn, and PHAINON gains 8 fixed turns inserted into the action order. After these special turns end, PHAINON exits the territory and ends his transformation, causing allies to return to battle. Now, let's go over the 3 enhanced abilities granted by the ultimate, starting with the enhanced basic attack, which first deals physical damage equal to a percentage of PHAINON's attack to a single enemy and a percentage to adjacent targets. and then grants 2 ruin marks. While inside the territory, ruin marks are used instead of skill points, and consuming and obtaining ruin marks is considered equivalent to consuming and obtaining skill points. Up to a total of 6 ruin marks can be held at once. Next is the first enhanced skill, which immediately forces all enemies to act, and gives ruin marks equal to the number of enemies present. It then restores HP equal to a percentage of PHAINON's max HP, dispelling all debuffs, and gives PHAINON the counter status until the next special turn. When attacked, PHAINON retaliates with physical damage equal to a percentage of his attack to all enemies. The damage dealt by the counter is considered skill damage. And finally, there is Enhanced Skill 2, which consumes up to 4 ruin marks, and for each ruin mark consumed, it deals 4 hits of physical bounce damage equal to a percentage of PHAINON's attack. Additionally, if 4 ruin marks are used in this skill, it deals an additional hit of physical damage equal to a percentage of attack that is shared among all enemies. And along with all of this, PHAINON also has a special enhanced ultimate, which is automatically triggered at his final special turn, and deals physical damage equal to a percentage of his attack shared among all enemies. He then exits the territory and quits the transformation. Additionally, if PHAINON's HP is below a percentage of his max HP, he can trigger the enhanced ultimate early. However, doing this reduces his damage multiplier. And lastly, let's now go over PHAINON's 3 major traces. Trace 1 increases PHAINON's attack by percentage whenever he either enters battle or his territory. This effect stacks up to 2 times and lasts for 2 turns. Trace 2 increases PHAINON's damage for 2 turns whenever he receives healing or shields from allies. And Trace 3 gives 1 point of memory when other allies regenerate energy for PHAINON. This can be triggered up to 1 time each turn and resets at the start of PHAINON's own turn. Overall, PHAINON's kit is actually pretty interesting and unique. You basically want to run him in a team with a single target buffer in order for him to gain stacks towards launching his powerful ultimate. However, unlike other characters with non-energy based ultimates, such as Acheron for instance, who can only gain ultimate stacks by debuffs being applied on enemies, PHAINON has other ways for him to gain stacks other than just single target buffs, such as using his skill and basic attack, being hit by enemies, and even from energy regeneration abilities used on him from allies through his 3rd trace, which essentially makes him a lot more versatile in terms of team building compared to other similar characters we got in the past with non-energy based ultimates. So that's all of the info we got related to PHAINON. Lastly, let's now go over exactly how many total free pulls you'll be able to earn in version 3.3. Starting with repeatable content. The first source of Jades is completing all of your dailies. By just simply doing your daily missions every day for the entire 42-day duration of the update, you'll get a total of 2,520 stellar Jades. The monthly shop will also be resetting in June, where you'll be able to claim up to a total of 10 limited pulls. Moving over to the end game content. Completing all stages of all 3 endgame modes, such as Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction, and Apocalyptic Shadow, will grant you a grand total of 2,400 stellar Jades. Next is weekly simulated or weekly Divergent Universe challenges. Completing every weekly Divergent Universe run for the entire update will reward you with about 1,350 Jades. Next are the Jades you can gain from limited time events. The new Gift of Odyssey event will go live with the start of the next update. Here you can claim up to a total of 10 limited pulls by just logging in each day for a total of 7 days. There will also be 2 main events for the update as well. Completing both of the events will grant you total of 1,500 Jades. And lastly, there are the Jades you can gain from other sources, such as server maintenance and bug compensation, which gives about 600 Jades. 300 Jades from the version 3.4 live stream codes, 450 Jades from new Trailblazer missions, and 500 Jades from opening all chests and completing all puzzles in the new areas. Additionally, there are rewards from other miscellaneous activities such as character trials, web events, and banner codes, which when added up can give an estimated amount of 300 Jades in total. So, by adding up the rewards from all of the previously mentioned sources, you get a massive net worth of 13,920 stellar jades, which equals to about 87 limited pulls in total. So that's pretty much all of the information that I have for this video. If you found the info in this video helpful, feel free to give it a like. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all the latest HSR news and information. That's it for now, so I'll see you in the next video.